Because I'm looking at the levels.
Right.
Yeah.
You're actually doing a job.
The work.
Yeah.
No problem. It's okay. Thank you for thanking me. Yeah, so this literally never has to even be released.
No.
So this can be as bad as we want.
This is going to be as bad as it's going to be.
And one day we'll figure out all these things, like should we introduce ourselves and our names and the concept of the show and how we do that?
It'll come with time. It's like baby steps. It's like learning to tie your shoes.
Yes. All right, yeah. So this is How to Not. This is a show where we talk about WikiHow articles that are just beautiful little children that we...
Yeah, just beautiful little babies that we want to help, bring light to.
That's what it's about. It's about us helping. It's about...
yes.
Because these articles will tell you how to do how to make your life better, but sometimes they don't go into depth enough. So we are adding our own life experience and perspective onto it.
It's basically something no one asked for, that we're just lending a hand. We're making the world a better place.
Some of the best things in life are things nobody asked for, though.
Like what?
Like just my opinion in general.
Fair point.
See, here's the thing. I was saying that, and I knew that you were going to ask me to follow up on that, and I was trying to think of anything.
I saw it processed too. I looked at you and I was like, I'm gonna ask him, and he's gonna be like, "What?"
That'll be a recurring thing where I think of, oh, this would be a good joke setup for a punchline that I don't have yet.
Yeah, it's just me being like, you will figure it out this time.
So today we're talking about a certain article, and let's try this. You're going to read the article.
Yes.
And you'll read it in its entirety. We've already both seen it.
Yeah.
In this case. I don't know.
We spent too much time looking at this particular article.
We're just going to repeat jokes that we've already made amongst ourselves. And our coworkers who are very happy that we've holed ourselves up in a room.
They're like, can you please stop talking about WikiHow in the middle of the office?
And we said, no, we're going to turn it into the business.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right, so let's go through step by step. Today's article is
how to dance at a rave.
Something I've really been wondering for a long time.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Actually, I'm not sure if this article even gets into it. How do you know where raves are?
I've never been in a situation where I've been actively invited, and I don't know if that's just me, or if like raves are a thing that technically only exist in a brief period of college.
In my mind, raves are something that are inherently secretive. Mm-hmm. They're kind of like Mason meetings, except with more glow sticks.
Raves, Mason meetings with more glow sticks.
The Masons, they're just like... Yeah. Because I don't think they advertise on like Google or anything, because raves are traditionally filled with illegal bad things.
You know more about raves than I do, because apparently, in my mind, raves were just like back alley warehouses that like a bunch of random people get together in.
Well, I think it's a little of column A, a column B. I don't think either of the things we're talking.
Fair.
Look, warehouses and illegal things are not mutually exclusive. I think every police procedural has told us otherwise. Raves are something that if you are going to them, you already know what's up. But this article
is for people like us who don't know what's up.
This is okay. Except that I don't think it tells you how to find a rave.
I think
it's purely what to do at a rave.
It's like finding the rave, that's your own problem. But once you get there, you'll know what to do.
All right.
Wait, there's hope, because the first method is preparing for a rave.
Okay.
Loosen up. One of the most important things to remember when dancing at a rave is to keep your body loose. Rave dancers tend to wave their arms and hands and use their whole bodies when they dance, so do the same. Mm-hmm. Shake out your stress and warm up your whole body so you're relaxed and at ease like the rest of the dancers.
So there needs to be like a sub-article that is like, how to dance?
Yeah, because it's just like people there tend to just wave their arms around like limp noodles to do what they're doing.
It's a very hokey-pokey inspired dance style that I don't think rave culture is particularly big on. I don't know.
I'm gonna move on, mainly because I scrolled to the second picture of the article. There's an image, and it's a man, mm-hmm. and his thought bubble is a giant dog costume with wings.
So let's go through the process. So you have a dog costume, but you think not enough.
Not enough. You need wings. That is for the instruction to number 2, dress appropriately. Mm-hmm. You can wear whatever you want to a rave, but it's often considered appropriate to wear some more exciting clothing too. You can wear t-shirts with LED lights, or tutus, or giant furry costumes with wings, or just jeans and a t-shirt.
So really the rule is that anything is appropriate, and including things that are not appropriate anywhere else in the world, because I'm not showing up to work in my dog costume with angel wings, though I wish I could.
I wish that I had like enough of an occasion to own one of those that I could just show up wearing one. That's somebody who probably went out to a costume store and was like desperately like, I need to figure out how to fit in at this rave.
No, because there's a level to this, because again, I think you're skipping past the fact that it's a dog costume with wings.
With wings.
Because
yes,
you go to that costume store.
Yeah.
Hello. Hi.
Hello.
I'm looking for a certain type of costume. I have it in my mind.
Yeah.
If you have like a golden lab or a German Shepherd, but it's very important. Also, it needs to have an air of mythicalness to it. So,
right. So the mythical dog costume.
Well, they show you like a dog costume, and then you're like,
oh, not quite there.
Not
yeah.
enough.
No.
If you can throw on some wings on that bad boy.
If you can make this baby fly.
Both literally and metaphorically. Because you know what? I'm going to walk into that rave and I'm going to be fly AF.
Oh my god.
We're
into method 2, which is dancing at a rave. I don't know how to explain the photo that I'm looking at right now to you, but I'm going to try my best.
I can pull, like, I'll pull up the...
It's the hairstyle that I'm very concerned about on this person, because it looks like a mullet, but also maybe is one of those raccoon hats.
I was going to say, it's kind of like if Davy Crockett's hat was literally part of his head and composed of dark, bushy black hair.
Like, it's scary.
Now, I'm going to bring up something here, and this is a sensitive subject.
Yeah.
Is there an animal furry runner going through this entire article?
You know what? I'm not going to say no, because at this point I can't tell. We've already encountered 2 things, which are slightly questionable.
3 is a trend. If
3
we
it's a trend.
have a third.
Yeah, so...
And I'm just going to scroll down, and I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to scroll down, and...
I think we might be okay.
Well, I mean... There is that photo where somebody takes their shirt off, and that guy's a beast. So.
Oh, wait, no, there's a bear dancing.
Great. All right.
Okay,
Moving back.
yeah.
Let's go back. Okay. So the step is.
Follow along with the music. You can take dancing inspiration from yourself and others. Raves are supposed to allow for spontaneous outbursts of energy. Dance the way the music tells you, not the way others think you should. Yeah. Okay.
Kaylin, has the music ever spoken to you?
You know, I've never been on a drug that has had music speak to me before.
Did we skip past a step where you were supposed to take drugs?
No, I don't believe the drug taking step has occurred.
Okay.
Or they're trying to pretend that there are no drugs involved. Which
To anybody listening, I would say that taking drugs is a mandatory part of being part of a rave.
I would say that's the first step.
And I would say
the only way you could get me inside a rave was if I was just out of my mind.
I would say that this is the advice, the advice of Rob Moden and especially Caitlin Alexander is that you should 100% be taking all the drugs that you can before going out into some sort of social event. Not even just raves.
Not even raves. Just you going out for a coffee, take drugs.
A box social.
Yeah.
Any sort of a cotillion.
Yeah, there's
any sort of rendezvous.
A work event, drugs. It's number 1. And
so this dancing thing.
Yeah.
So this is the step where we actually learn how to dance.
Yeah, except I would say that, except the only thing it said about actually dancing was that step I just read you.
Okay.
The next one is enjoy being in the crowd. So it goes straight from following the music to enjoying being in the crowd, but it doesn't tell you how to dance.
So this author's self-esteem is pretty low because they've written how to dance.
Yes.
They've written go along with the music, get into it. Next step is like, look, I know you're not enjoying this right now.
You need to enjoy it.
Get your shit together. Try to put a smile on. It's actually pretty sexist.
Okay, I'm worried about the fact that the third step in this is learn a few breakdance moves. I'm not sure why this has ended up where it has in the order of things.
Right. Because it's like, okay, so first you're going to dance, then you're going to realize that you're shitty at dancing. So that step was try and enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Know that you're shitty at dancing.
Yeah.
But still enjoy yourself. Now that you're starting to get your confidence back, let's really take the difficulty up a notch.
Yeah. They qualified this, though, with raves tend to be crowded, so don't plan on performing any moves that require you to be on the ground or your hands. Or yeah,
demand space in order to do your awesome breakdancing moves. Everybody, you bang in there like, guys, I know I'm new to this, but back up. I got some sweet moves to show.
If you're wearing a dog costume with wings, it'd be pretty easy to get people to back up.
Oh, we gotta go back to that costume store. And okay, so we need.
So it was really part of the plan.
Costume person, if you could. Between those sweet wings on the back of this dog costume that I've already made bespoke for myself, if you could put like a layer of cardboard so that I can just spin on my back.
Oh, that's smart.
With the breakdancing moves.
Yeah, I mean, that's thinking ahead.
Because I don't think the warehouse raves are filled with cardboard to bust those sweet moves out on.
No, I think it's
dangerous.
It's smart to pad yourself in advance.
Mm-hmm. As many pads as you can work into that dog costume.
Yeah.
When you enter that rave, people should think that some sort of monster has arrived. Because it's just a dog costume outfitted with a football's player's worth of just padding and various safety stuff, but all underneath the dog layer. So it's a dog, and it's kind of like, Jake from Adventure Time when he turns into Big Jake? Enveloped within Jake. That is the image you should have coming into this rave. And then A, starting to dance by flailing the arms around. B, starting to get a little self-conscious about the dancing. But then picking himself up, and C, working those sweet breakdance moves on the floor.
I'm pretty sure this is how not to get invited back to a rave.
No, this is in Wiki House. This is how you do it.
All right.
Yep.
It advises you to use your whole body. Except your hands.
Shit, I've only been using my arms so far, I guess.
You didn't tell me before. I've just been bobbing with my head.
The order of this article seems suspect.
Yeah, it seems like perhaps the person was writing it while doing the drugs they needed before they went to their rave.
So so you're saying that they wrote this WikiHow article before going to the rave?
Yeah, and this is what they presumed necessary for the rave.
And then they
just made it, because they wrote it in WikiHow, and because WikiHow is the gospel word of Jesus Christ our Savior, they were like, now I am definitely doing what needs to be done at the rave, and everyone else is doing it wrong because they didn't read my WikiHow article. I'm new to this rave,
but I know how this goes.
I now dictate exactly how raves behave.
People don't know that WikiHow articles were entrusted upon Moses on some stone tablets. He came out.
Did you know the first WikiHow was the 10 Commandments?
Then the second WikiHow Moses came out, and he's like, number 2, raves. Now, I know what you're thinking. What are those? Well, I've invented these things called glow sticks, and I have a lot of Molly. Now, follow me. Follow me into this cave, and we're really gonna tear this up.
Oh, fuck.
God wanted his people to rave. God wanted his people to roll. They don't tell you this in church because the church has gone too conservative lately.
Yeah. They saw what God was doing, and then they just said, we can't handle it.
That's why this new pope is so cool. He follows the true word of Moses, the first raver. Thou shalt rave. The 11th commandment.
The 11th commandment.
Thou
shalt rave.
Thou shalt rave. Thou shalt get down on the floor in thy dog costume.
And it's an oddly specific commandment.
It took up a third tablet.
Yeah. There was weird drawings.
Yeah.
It was just a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Follow other dancers. Now, the way they wrote this...
So far, it's all been independent. Yeah. It's been like, do this, do that. Oh, no, you're fucking up. Follow everybody else.
Yeah.
How many steps
this is the best... We're getting near the end of it.
No, but just in general. Because if it's like 9, then we've had like 5 that are just like
I think we
dance
have-
this way, but then this way, but
This
then you fucked
particular
up.
section has 6.
Okay.
So we've had 5 that are just useless.
Okay.
This one clarifies, rave dancers often imitate one another and cause a dance craze that encompasses the whole rave. So look to other dancers around you for inspiration. If there's a specific arm movement that other dancers are doing to a particular song, give it a try. You might like it. I don't...
Let's go through the different dances that you can do at a rave. And the ones that here's the ones I know of.
Yes.
The cha-cha.
The cha-cha slide. Mm-hmm. Yep.
The Macarena.
The Macarena, yeah, good.
And according to this article, any of these would just start a warehouse-wide wave of everybody following in the footsteps.
Yeah, or like dabbing.
Dabbing.
Dabbing. Just a rave-wide dab.
Here's the thing about the dab. It's
Yeah.
so short.
It is.
It's very short.
It is. But if you're on that many drugs, can you really
That's
feel
right.
how
That
short
2 seconds
it is?
where you actually dab feels like hours.
It's an hour-long dance craze.
Or you are...
It's just you
or-
go into a rave, you're the only sober one, you just see a bunch of people dabbing in slow motion. And everyone's like, yeah, this is so hardcore.
They're yelling that to each other as their
their
faces
slow
are
motion.
starting to move into their tries. They're just like, this is really hardcore. This is hardcore. Oh, I love it. I love this.
And
It's
then
so
they slowly
cool.
back out of it,
Yeah.
and everyone's like, that was a spiritual experience.
Because of the drugs, every rave is just pretty much one dab move, but they think it's taking only seconds of it.
So a rave is actually a prolonged dab, is what we're saying.
I think that's the
I
definition.
think
of it.
yes.
Yeah.
And then this is my favorite one. It's the last tip in this section. Learn a basic rave move to fall back on.
Well, then what the fuck have you been telling us so far?
I don't know. The whole point of a rave is that it is unscripted street dance. And then it tells us and then it tells us about the Melbourne
Wait,
Shuffle.
whoa. Let's go back a second. So,
Yep.
unscripted street dance.
Yeah.
Are all those buskers on the street
Raving?
following scripts?
Holy fuck.
They've been like, they come up to you and they're like, $1 for a move. That's what they say.
Yeah,
And
that's totally what they say on
they're
the streets.
following a script.
They are.
Can we get our hands on this script?
Maybe that's how you have to dance. It's like dancing is just coding.
Oh, you're thinking of a programming script.
Yes.
I was thinking.
I understand that was a very strange way for my particular
I was
brain
thinking
to
of
go.
like literally. So they wake up in the morning in their mailbox.
Is a script for the day?
They've been sent the script for the day.
Shit, man, that's like the Matrix. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Where it's like you are playing the role of Philly D. You are gonna be. Philly D is just a young man who's trying to find his way in the world by busking on the corner of Yonge and Dundas.
Wow.
I don't know. Philly D is an actual person, isn't he?
Yeah,
I
it
didn't
definitely
make that
is.
the name.
No.
Damn it.
So the Melbourne Shuffle is a popular move that involves a fast heel-to-toe movement as you shuffle side to side. The best part of this article is it doesn't give you a video to show you how the Melbourne Shuffle
Does
is
it
done.
have an illustration like the rest of the article?
No,
Okay.
that's it. It's just, you want to know, this is really oh my god.
Here we go.
Method 3, respecting your fellow ravers.
Very important.
Don't take your shirt off.
God, well, you should have said that earlier. I'm already here shirtless in my dog costume.
Shirtless in my dog costume. Actually, dog costumes do get hot. Do they expect you to stay in that all night?
I don't know. I
This
have
is
no idea.
bullshit. And then the final tip, never get physical.
Do they mean fighting people or do they mean dancing?
They just said it's a small crowded space that can lead to a lot of people getting hurt. That was the tip.
Okay.
But my personal favorite, and I know your personal favorite part of every WikiHow,
Yep.
is the community Q&A.
Now, the community is filled with people who... Are we thinking that they've already tried all this and then they have these questions? Or these are clarifying questions before they embark on their journey?
I feel like it's probably clarifying questions,
Okay.
wouldn't it be?
Now, what is the number one clarifying question?
What if I soil my underpants
Of
at
course.
the rave?
Now- This should be the default number one question across
On every
WikiHow,
article.
because it's always relevant.
And do you want to know
Yeah,
helpful answer? Quietly exit the building,
Mm-hmm.
go to a local clothing store, buy a fresh unsoiled underwear, then find a restroom where you can change.
Quietly, not declaring
No.
I've shit myself.
Yeah.
I'm leaving, but I'll be back
Oh my god.
in my unsoiled dog costume.
So you're still in the dog costume.
Yeah, you can't use that same one. You have to go get your backup.
Holy shit. Why is that? Okay, there's only one person found that unhelpful. 31 people were like, yes, this is a helpful tip.
Uh-huh.
How common is it to soil your underpants at a rave?
I think 1 in 5. Today we learned how to do a rave. How to do rave.
We learned how to do a rave. I feel inadequately prepared. So if you see somebody in a dog costume with wings, that's probably either Rob or I. And it might not even be a rave. It might just be a club because we couldn't find a rave.
Just if you see us exit quietly,
it's not because we soiled our underpants.
I think it's, well,
or it is.
Circle it is. It's exactly that.
Yeah.